abusuafo asem asi eja edem asem kese a aba ne se mame a ye friend Arikana or ye former ambassador for AU mechire African Union mame Arikana e dia ba betu bia se free and medical wa odi IMF bosia kabia no mentua me mentua chena no mutimi nyu oto aso kire se IMF bank na ego ho no any World Bank na isi abruchire no sika ego nyina no eye Africa for ye sika ye slave masters omube yutu Africa no se sika no no mode akọ build IMF e no masendi bi esi World Bank enti eni kwan se omutumi di se sika no ebebo ye bosia esanji ye interest enti aprofo no plan o mafa ne se omu wiki totally ya ye sika o omasan dia maye enam sebi ye mpanyifo omuntimi nsore enkasanti omuti yankasa ye sika esane boy bosia nanka IMF any World Bank dane sisi wono eye Africa for the because ye sika no mo dia kuguro nti ni kwan se obi atua na o kire se African youth ye ena sisi adeso eso o se ye sore ye wake up na ye shake wiase mo mu se Africa for ye nyankwase ya for ye jimi ye nanso Africa for ya timole because ye mpanyifo na ye ni mu o sore se o be wake up na mo kan wahye nti free na ko na sem se eni kwan se Africa ni bia akwaji bosia utua men kwaji biom na mom de waka akwaji no no mentua ni sema ma me na kan abushia ebe jiw sem yenti na numu ase osi slavery aprofun be enslave ye no ehu sika e no mudi akogu eye IMF any World Bank nti hu eni kwan krampo se ye venture se bitu se sika na de omo pa bia no omo mfanye ye no ye nyina ye hwe Africa yenti na numu ase.
They don't have to go through French central bank. So there are all those technicalities that are just stupid. What's needed is complete separation. France has got to get out of Africa, really, honestly. Enough is enough. To take $500 billion out of Africa. I mean, it is insanity of the highest order. In countries that are supposedly poor, and making those countries fund French education, French healthcare system, create jobs for French youth while we are struggling in our country. It's no longer sustainable. President Macron needs to wake up and smell the coffee. And the African youth are the ones he's going to have to deal with. The African youth are not taking it anymore. They want what belongs to them. Financial institutions, though them too. If I had my way, all the African heads of states should stop paying back any loans that were given by IMF and World Bank. Those loans have been paid gazillion times over. IMF, World Bank, all other institutions, they make African countries jump through hoops. Loans will never be able to pay. The US, when they borrow money, they're getting it in 1.5, 1.9 interest rate. Africans, when they get the same amount of money, they're paying 9, 10%. The people who don't need a break, they get a break. The ones who need a break, they don't get a break. The sheer survival of the World Bank, IMF, is based on the fact that African countries and many other developing countries do not succeed. Their success is based on our failure. That has to change. And guess who can make that change? We, the children of Africa. We, the Africans, are the ones who have to say, we know your game now. Enough is enough. We're not playing it anymore. And this is where the diaspora come in. There are more Ghanaian doctors in New York City than in the entire country of Ghana. There are more Nigerian doctors in LA than in the entire country of Nigeria. So let's be serious here. What Africa needs is capacity, capacity, capacity. And that capacity is in the diaspora. So it behooves us to bring the diaspora together. Let them understand what is really going on in our Africa. Diaspora are not going home. Diaspora are angry about Africa because they are not understanding the root cause of why Africa is where it is today. They think getting rid of a president will take care of the problem. Far from it. That president is just going to be replaced by another one who's going to equally suffer from the same difficult environment to work in. So let's look at an Africa that must be free to take care of herself, an Africa that's free from exploitation from outsiders. The multinationals who are stealing from Africa every day in broad daylight. I use an example of the DRC. If you ever fly very low over the DRC, you'll see tarmacs in the jungle. You'll see 747s flying into DRC, picking up minerals and flying right out. The same multinationals are responsible for arming young people and giving them MK16s. Because why? Their satellites in the skies are telling them where that village is. There are lots of diamonds. So what do? Arm young people, drag them up, and send them to go chop off a few heads. The rest of the village runs away, so they come behind and do their illegal mining. We black people must understand what is really going on. Because what we are shown instead is, oh, look at those Africans killing each other. There are some serious games that have been played in Africa for far too long. And once we understand that, we can strategize as to how we can begin